CC duration chart. I made a quick chart of some upcoming CC changes. This chart isn't completely correct. There are abilities missing, and finding the PvP durations online proved to be much more difficult than I would have thought. I just hope that people might feel a little bit better when they see some abilities did not lose noticeable duration, and some will actually be longer. CC is not dead. Go figure, guys! People are overreacting. Feel free to call out my mistakes. All right, let's take a look. Okay, so for Druid, Mighty Bash is now a longer duration. Rake Stun is a longer duration. In-Cap Roar is a longer duration. Vortex is lower. Mass Root is lower. Hibernate is lower. Cyclone is higher. So a majority of Druid abilities are actually getting an increase in CC duration. Let's look at Demon Hunter. Chaos Nova is going from 1.7 to 2. I think that's wrong. I don't think that's right. Fell Eruption is going from 3.4 to 3. Imprison is going from 4.25 to 5. So Imprison is actually going to stay at 5 seconds. Monk, In-Cap is going from 3.4 to 4. Chi-Ji is going from 4 to 5. And Sweep is going from 4 to 5. So Monk is gaining a little bit of CC. Hunters, Freezing Trap 6.8 to 6. Steel Trap 6.8 to 6. Scatter Shot 3.4 to 3. Binding Shot 2.55 to 3. Tar Root 3.4 to 4. Pet Stun 4.25. So the big one for Hunter is obviously the Freezing Trap, Steel Trap, and Pet Stun, and Scatter. Hunters are definitely getting some big trouble. Mage is actually losing duration on Polymorph. What about Orc? Someone says, what about Orc? I truly and honestly believe that Orc is going to get nerfed or changed. And if it doesn't, I will be the first one. I will be there with the rogues. Okay? I will be there with the rogues outside Blizzard HQ protesting for Orc nerfs. I honestly believe none of these changes make any sense if Orc stays the same. If Orc stays the same, then I'm against a lot of this stuff. It makes no sense. So the only way these changes are like even feasible to me is if Orc gets deleted or changed in some significant way. But anyways, Poly 6.8 to 6, DB 3.4 to 4, Nova 5.1 to 6. So Nova's actually getting improved. Ring of Frost 6.8 to 6. I thought Frost Nova was getting a nerf, but maybe I'm wrong about that. So maybe Roots will actually be better. Roots will be better, DB's better. Ring of Frost and Poly are nerfed. Stormbolt is getting nerfed. Fear is getting improved. Charge Root is getting improved. Hammer of Justice, not really changing much. Blinding Light is getting a slight nerf. Repentance getting a nerf. Turn Evil getting a nerf. So Paladin's lost some CC. Rogue, Kidney Shot, not really changing. Cheap Shot is actually getting improved. So for Rogue, Cheap Shot is getting better. Garrote Silence is getting better. Gouge is getting better. And then Sap is obviously changing. Blind is the big one. That's going to be the biggest change. But just Blind and Sap, really. Everything else is getting better for Rogue. Kidney Shot, I suppose, is getting a little worse if you're not fighting an Orc. Priest, Chastise, we got 2.5 up to 3. So Chastise is getting an improvement. Fear is getting an improvement. Okay. And when I say an improvement, a lot of you guys are like, wait, what? Those spells aren't getting buffed? It's a relative improvement to now. So the 15% CC reduction is going away, which means a lot of spells that aren't being changed are getting better, if that makes sense. Mind Control is getting nerfed. Silence is getting improved. Psychic Horror is slight nerf. So for, I think that, like, if you imagine like a Shadow Priest and they do like a Psychic Horror into a Fear into a Silence, I think their CC chain is actually getting slightly better. Yeah, I think it's actually going to be a longer CC chain for Shadow Priest. All right, Lasso going from 4.25 to 5. Cap Stun going from 2.55 to 3. Root Totem going from 6.8 to 6. And Hex going from 6.8 to 6. Okay, so Lasso is going to be better. And Cap Stun is going to be better, but Root and Hex are getting nerfed. Then we have Warlocks. Seduce is going from 6.8 to 6. Banish is going from 6.8 to 6. Fear 5.1 to 6. So Fear is actually getting an improvement. Infernal Stun is getting an improvement. Coil is getting an improvement. Axe Toss is getting lowered. And then we have Death Knight. Death Knight Asphyxiate 4.25 to 3. Strangulate 4.25 to 5. So if you imagine like Asphyxiate into Strangulate, I think it's going to be about similar. A little bit worse, but pretty similar. Pet Stun going to 1 second instead of 0.85. Blinding Sleet, a minor nerf. And then for Evokers, Sleepwalk is getting buffed and Landslide is getting buffed as well. So here's the CC duration chart that has been posted on Reddit. I don't know if all of these are exactly right. Like, what was the one? I think Chaos Nova lasts longer than 2 seconds in PvP. Correct me if I'm wrong. So Chaos Nova right now is only a 2-second stun. That's it. It's 1.7 right now. I think it's more than that. I think it's 3. In PvP, it's 3, and Isolated Prey makes it 4, I think. So it goes from 3 to 4 with Isolated Prey. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, these are the CC changes. I think it's important to actually like look at this, because I feel like a lot of people just think like all CC is now going to be meaningless. It's all out the window, but a lot of specs are actually getting improved crowd control chains. So I would say the specs that are hurt the most from this are probably Mage, Hunter, and Rogue. Mage, Hunter, Rogue probably have the most to lose from this, but yeah, this is also just like a first draft. So maybe some of the changes to Rogue get reverted. Maybe some of the changes to Mage get reverted, you know? Something like that. I don't know. But yeah, big shout out to Sui Tata2 for posting this stuff. It's really disheartening to see streamers like Zara and Pika making half-hour videos to just whine and complain to try to influence us to agree. I can't believe they said it's not worth using CC anymore. How about we try it and see how it goes? Blind sap shouldn't have to be a thing for you to have fun. I get it's a skilled thing to do, but it makes the person experiencing it have less fun. Especially when their entire argument is how casted CC is getting nerfed is bad for the game, and yet more casted CC is buffed in 10-1 than nerfed, except Mage. Woo. Okay, so in PvP, just for clarification, in PvP, Demon Hunter Chaos Nova is baseline 4, and I think it gets buffed to 5 with Isolated Prey. Something like that. I could be wrong. Yeah, edit because I was wrong and change the fear duration from 6 to 8 and chastise from 3 to 4. Sorry, yeah. Anyways, the point stands, even though maybe not all the values are exactly correct, the point stands that a lot of the CC changes, a lot of CC is getting buffed. And I honestly feel like for 90% of players, they're not even going to notice these CC changes at all. I genuinely think that. I swear. Like the values are so like low and minuscule. You could make like, yeah, I get the polymorph one. Polymorph on the second DR and third DR and stuff like that, it's going to feel really bad to get like the follow-up CC. But for pretty much everyone else, like almost nothing is going to change except Rogue. Yes, Rogue. Okay. But Rogue's cheap shot stun lock is going to feel better than ever. This is a fun little fact, guys, that cheap shot will be like Sub-Rogue's cheap shot stun lock is going to be the best it's ever been, assuming Orc gets nerfed. Assuming Orc gets nerfed, Sub-Rogue's cheap shot stun lock will be the best it's been since I can remember. You're like in tournaments and stuff, you're not going to be fighting like Orc shamans. You know what I mean? There's no triple Orc into Sub-Rogue, which is something Sub-Rogues have complained about for a long time. So that's going to be gonzo. Am I missing something glaring or obvious, or every streamer just not do the math and jump to the hype train of CC is dead? Because this chart shows more CC being increased than decreased. I mean, that's what I've been saying, guys. Scared they haven't mentioned Orc yet. Me too. Like I said, I think all of these changes hinge on Orc getting nerfed. If Orc gets no changes, that's really bad. That's really, 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 really bad. In my opinion. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But even as it stands right now, I don't think the sky is falling.